commenting and letting me know what you think of the build. This week we're going to get straight into these brakes, pull them apart, put them into the ultrasonic cleaner, which is this thing here, and see if we can clean them up a bit, whether we can get away with cleaning them or we need to have them repainted. We'll see how that goes. Also, we'll go down the shop and look at putting the tyres onto these rims. They come out really good, but I want to get the tyres on them so they're protected on the edges. Right, let's get into it. I borrowed this ultrasonic cleaner off my mate Tony at Southern V Twin. It's been such a good thing. One day I suppose I should give it back to him, but yeah, she's a ripper. This is what we're going to put in it to clean the parts. So we'll put some of that in there. And some warm water. We'll stick this thing outside so we can continue to film and see how it can clean the parts up. let's see what we got. I've had a pretty good look. I think what we'll do is send these out and get them Cerakoted. That's the only way they're going to be perfect. There's still a few stains on it. I don't think they can be removed easily. It looks a lot worse on the camera than what it is in real life, but we want this thing to look mint, so we'll send them out. I'll still continue to clean the insides, but we won't get them to coat the insides here because I don't want them to have to blast or go anywhere near this sort of stuff. So we'll keep scrubbing, clean them up, send them out. With this rear brake master cylinder, I've decided to swap it out as well, get a nice fresh one, and then we'll know the brakes are good. I just caught the hardware store before they shut. This is the only kit they had that had that rubber nozzle. That's what I need to seal up against the caliper, against my airline, to try and pop out that piston that's stuck. Here's a set of tyres that I'm going to fit on the bike. I chose this set because it's a 180, a 170, bit tricky to get a good tyre for them these days, and also I like the tread pattern. It doesn't look too modern, like a tyre that looked like this, we'll say, just doesn't look quite right for the bike. So that's what we're going to put on. Set of fresh bridges, battle axes. I think they might have even come out, battle axes, I can't remember. We'll go fit them up. Well, I reckon they look really good. Let us know in the comments what sort of tyres you guys are running on your 900SSs. I really do like the look of those all fitted up. They have a decent looking tread pattern, like we said, that's not too modern. So the tyres are all fitted. Let's rip home and see if we can pop those pistons out. Let's give it another go. Hopefully this rubber part seals off in there good enough. And if I can block this off with my fingers and a big lump of rag, it might pop out. Let's have a go. Mint. Okay, now we'll pop these other pistons out. So when you pop your pistons out, pop out the furthest one away from this hole first. You need this one to stay in until last. I had to refit the one I just popped out so I could free this one up. It was really quite tight and it was stuck, so I should be right now. Cool. I've cleaned the inside of the master cylinder with clean brake fluid to break up any of the residue that's inside here. The outside I've cleaned with WD-40 and manually wiped any of the dirt off it, because basically it's anodized from the factory, and if I go and get it painted, it will always have paint falling off it. So it's quite good actually. It's quite clean compared to this one, which is the one that we haven't done yet. So we're going to leave it at that, put a new set of levers on it. I've decided I'm going to put a fresh set of braided lines because the other ones are 100 years old, so we'll ditch them as well. The tops are painted from the factory, so I'll probably get them Cerakoted and see how they come up. So here we go again with the front brake master cylinder. I'll spend some time off camera giving these the final go over, but basically they've come up quite good, especially when we hang a new set of levers off them. So this is the last piece we need to pull apart, the clutch slave cylinder. I'll pull this line off. I think I'll try and pop the piston out, or maybe even tap it out if I remove this bung. So we'll see how we go. The fluid is very dirty. It feels like the piston's stuck, so I'll try and undo this and then tap the piston out. Somehow I managed to get this undone, which is really tricky because I don't have a side cover of an engine that I can bolt it to, but she's out. How's that look? Pretty dirty, pretty bad. We'll bring it back to life. Well, that's me done for the day. I better go back inside so the missus and kids remember what I look like. Tomorrow, after I clean up this mess, I'm going to go pick up the cases and engine covers from Darrell at Rusty's Blast Shop. He reckons they look really good, so I'm keen as to see that. Also, I'm going to drop these out to the Cerakoters. So next week's episode, we should have some nice cool stuff to look at. And yeah, let me know what you reckon. Cheers. See you next Friday.